Alrighty, so hopefully you did it right. And we said we have 4/3, we have pi. Notice how their answer right has no pi symbol in it, which means we actually are plugging it in. And then they do give us the diameter, so we're going to take that 2.8 and divide it by 2 hopefully to get 1.4, and that's what we're going to plug in for our radius. And when we do that, 4/3 times 3.14 times 1.4 to the third power, I get 11.49 if we rounded it the same. So what might they have done wrong? Maybe you already figured it out, but what might they have done wrong? Why is theirs so much bigger than ours, do you think? So if you look at it, right, it's not like the last one where it's a very quick, like, oh, they divided it by 2. We don't know why, but they did. But if I look at this and I'm like, okay, from a teacher standpoint, most common error, they're going to use the diameter instead of dividing by 2 and using the radius. And that's exactly what they did. So my friend used the diameter in the formula instead of the radius. They needed to divide 2.8 by 2, 4, plugging it in. Again, doesn't have to be that many words. But that's what they wanted. Okay? That's what they did wrong. I want you to try the last one. Notice how it's 2 separate shapes. One is a cone that we've already done. And one, it looks like a sphere, but notice it is half a sphere, which is called a hemisphere. So try to see if you can get it figured out and then come back. Welcome back. So let's start with our formula from last time. So we have 1/3 pi r squared h. That is for the cone. Okay, so we have 1/3 times 3.14 times, we're going to take our diameter and we are going to divide it by 2 to get 12 as our radius. So then we have 12 squared and our height is 30. And our height is 30. Okay, so again, we're using the formula from last week, which is A-OK. And we're going to get 4,521.6. Then we need to do our one from today. So this one is 4/3 pi r squared h, pi r cubed. I'm so sorry. I'm getting my formulas mixed up. 4/3 pi r cubed. And then from there, we already have our radius, which helps us out. And we are going to do 4/3 times 3.14 times 12 cubed. So again, 4/3 times 3.14 times 12 to the third power. And that bad boy is going to get us 7,234.56. But again, a hemisphere is half of a sphere. So we need to divide it by 2 to figure out what the hemisphere's volume is. And the hemisphere's volume is 3617.28. And then if you add that to your original volume of your cone, then we get a final volume of both shapes to be 8,138.88, and this would be centimeters cubed. Okay, so hopefully you feel good about volume. You're going to work through a Google Doc now.